Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our magical moments. So we're going to do some art today that goes along with our theme of the week, which is insects and spring and being outside. And I know we got caterpillars this week. Miss Linda's taking care of those. And that's so exciting that we can see them turn and be caterpillars, and then when they go into their cocoons and then they come out as butterflies. So we're going to do a project with that. We're actually going to do two different projects today. And so you want to make sure you have all your materials. I have my paint, my paper, my fruit or vegetable, and then we're going to get started and see what we're going to do with all of those. Good morning, Miss Megan. Good morning, Miss Linda. Hi, Vivi. Hi, Vincenzo. So we're going to get started with our project very soon, and it's going to be about insects. So the first part that we're going to do is we're going to make ladybugs. Do you remember what does a ladybug look like? A ladybug is round and it's red. And it has dots on it, and its legs, and its little antennas. So what I grabbed was we're going to make ladybugs using whichever fruit or vegetable you grabbed. You could have grabbed an apple, and you could slice it in half, or you could turn it on its side and slice it the other way to get a big round circle. I have cucumbers, so my ladybugs are going to be small, but that's okay. That's what I had in my refrigerator. You could slice an orange in half. You could even slice a mushroom or a carrot in half if you have whole carrots. Whichever fruit or vegetable you found is what you're going to use. And we're going to use that to stamp the body of our ladybugs. So I have two different sizes just because I cut my cucumbers that way. So what I'm going to do is I grabbed a fork to stick in it and help me stamp. You don't need to use a fork. You could use just your hands and get a little messy. But so I have my paint over here, and so I'm going to dip my cucumber. So you can dip whichever fruit or vegetable you have in the paint so it looks like that. And then stamp it anywhere on your piece of paper. And you can stamp it once. You can stamp it a lot of times. I'm going to put a few stamps on here and see what my cucumber gives me. Oh, I lost that cucumber. That's okay. Good morning, Miss Nicole. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Hi, Tori. Hi, Tegan. Good morning, Ava. So I'm going to keep stamping my ladybugs everywhere. And that's good for me. You guys keep on going. Stamp as many ladybug bodies as you'd like. And then it just looks like red spots all over my paper. So I had said we're going to do two projects. And we're going to do two projects because I want to give this one a few minutes to dry, because if we have ladybug bodies, we want to turn them into ladybugs. So I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to come back to it and finish our ladybugs. But while we wait, I have our second piece of paper. And what I thought it would be fun to do is make butterflies. But we're going to do something different with our butterflies. So what you need is your piece of paper, and you can take your marker. And I just want you to draw a butterfly. I'm going to draw my butterfly big so that it covers my piece of paper. You can draw a big butterfly or a little one, but we're going to paint it so we want it to be a good size. So I'm going to give my butterfly a body. I'm going to give him his antennas. And then I'm going to give my butterfly two big wings. And I'm going to try to make them the same on both sides. but I'll try my best. So here is my butterfly. And so when you see butterflies outside, maybe if you were with us last year when we had our caterpillars and they turned into butterflies, or when you just see them flying around, what do you notice about their wings? Think about it for a second. We know that their wings are very colorful, but we also know that our butterflies are symmetrical. There's a fancy word. Do you know what symmetrical means? It means that whatever is on one side is the exact same on the other side. So, and butterflies' wings are symmetrical. So what we're going to do is I have more paint, and I'm just going to use my fingers to paint it. But what I want you to do is just paint one side of your butterfly. After we paint one side, we're going to fold it in half to make our butterfly's wings symmetrical. So, I'm just going to finger paint mine, and you want to make sure you have a lot of paint on it so that when it folds, the paint goes on to the other side of the paper also. So I'm going to give mine little polka dots everywhere. You can decorate your butterfly however you want. You can give it zigzags, polka dots. You could just paint it in however you want your butterfly to look. So, I'm going to do a few more dots. And then, when I'm all done, I'm going to wipe my fingers off because they're getting dirty. And then when I'm all done, see, I painted just one side of my butterfly. You guys can keep on painting yours, but I'm going to fold my butterfly in half and watch the symmetry. Good morning, Miss Rachel and Miss Andrea. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Olivia. So it's okay if this doesn't turn out perfect because I know my wings weren't exactly lined up, but my butterfly is the same on both sides now. It's the symmetry. So I have my green dots, and then my orange one came out okay, but that's okay. And my yellows. And so whichever was painted on one side, it got painted on the other. And that's a fun project that I like to do with my kids, especially during math, because it's math and it's art, and those are Miss Ericka's two favorite subjects. So we have our little butterflies over there. And now we can go back to our ladybugs. Mine are still a little wet, but that's okay. But right now we just have red dots. So now you get to be creative and turn them into ladybugs. We know that our ladybugs, they have their body. Now they need a head and their antennas and their legs. And don't forget, ladybugs have spots on them. And a fun fact about ladybugs is the spots on the ladybug is how old the ladybug is. So if you're making your ladybugs, you could put 2 dots on it and make it the same age of you, or 3 dots or 4 dots. Miss Ericka's not going to put the dots of her age because then there'd be so many dots. But I'll show you one of my ladybugs, and then I want to see how your ladybugs turn out. So I'm going to give my ladybug a head. I'm going to give him little antennas. And then here's his legs. And then here are his dots. I created my ladybug. And I put, how many dots did I put on there? Can you see? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I put 4 dots on there. And then you keep on going with all the red dots you made and turn them all into ladybugs. They can have as many dots as you want, but you want to make sure that you give them legs and a head so that they can crawl around and see. Good morning, Kira. So I hope you had fun with our insects, our butterflies and our ladybugs. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.